Hello everyone. This is going to be a pretty short video on just going over what's going to be in your folder when you get your folder. And for most of you, that's going to be Wednesday this week when you come in for your negotiations. And so when you get your folder, there's going to be three things in your folder. Okay, and they will be the only paper copies, hard copies that you will get from me for the session. It'll be the only time that you get a folder from me for the session. And then we'll never have to exchange work again once you get the folder, because you keep the folder. You never turn in anything physically for math. So when people deliver food and ask if you have work and stuff, you don't turn anything in for math. The tests will be sent to you over Teams. You will read them off of your screen and then write answers on, or do work and write answers on a piece of paper, and then send a picture back to me for your test. So you'll never turn anything in for math physically. So when we do deliveries and stuff, you never hand any math. You keep your folder, you keep what's in your folder, because that's what you're going to be taking notes on and doing things like that. So again, you will have three things in your folder. First is just the syllabus, a copy of the syllabus, which we did a video for yesterday, or maybe you're watching it the same day as this. So it just goes over everything in the class. And then there's going to be two packets. Okay. One thing, when you see these packets, you may think they're big and things like that. We will not be doing every problem in the packets. So again, we will not be doing every problem in the packets. We will be taking notes on some. I will suggest some problems to do to help get you ready for tests. Maybe occasionally I'll have an assignment out of the packets, but mostly it's just for practice. Also, we may not get to every one of the topics that are what's called objectives in the packets. Some of them are going to be used for extra credit or things like that. Okay, so just so you know, when you get the packets, don't think, oh my God, these are big and how am I going to ever do all this stuff? Well, you're not going to do all of it. Okay, so that's why you need to, when we do videos and things like that, you need to listen to the instructions on what you should be doing. The first packet, this will be the smaller one in there. It's called Intro to Percents, Ratios, and Proportions. This is mainly for the Math 9-10 class. Okay, we will start in this packet. Maybe some people in Math 11-12 will do some of this to work on some other skills and get extra credits or something like that. So I will put it in both classes folders if needed. But Math 11-12 may not do any of the problems in this packet. And this is Math 9-10. We will start in this packet the intro to percent, ratios, and proportions. Okay. The second packet is just called percents, ratios, and proportions. So the difference is this is called intro to percents, ratios, and proportions. This one is just percents, ratios, and proportions. Okay. So again, and Math 11-12 will start in this one. Okay, and Math 9-10 will eventually get to this one. So Math 11-12 will do more of this packet than 9-10 will, but 9-10 will still do some of this one. Okay. So again, those are the packets. Now, when we get into a packet, as we go through, we'll start on a page. So the intro one will look a little different. It'll start with different numbers, but it looks the same. Okay. So you're going to see objectives, and there can be probably anywhere from 3 to 6 objectives. So this one has 6. That means these objectives or topics will be on the first test. So the first test in this class In math 11, 12 will be 1 through 6. And 9, 10 will be 68 through 70. Okay. And what we will do is I will do a video and I will take notes on some of these problems. Not all these problems, because it goes on, I think, 4 pages. Okay. And I will do notes. You will copy down the notes in your hard copy of this packet, which you will be getting tomorrow. Okay. Then I may suggest some other problems to do, okay, to help get ready for the test. Okay, and they're all mixed in type of problems. Okay, and I made this so there's a lot of room, so the problems are only on the left. You're going to have all this room on this side to write. Okay, so that's why the packets are a little bigger too. At the end of each section, you may have to turn the page, but there are answers given. Oh. Let me see here. Oh, we gotta keep going here. Okay, so the way to read this is, so all the problems in here have the answers at the end of that section. Okay, so people that haven't had me before, when you read these, you need to understand that they don't go in order. They group them up by topics. So when you're looking, it's not going to go 1 through whatever this is, 20, whatever, 1 through 24, it looks like. They're going to group them up by topics. So like here, problem number 2, the answer is B. If you're looking for answer number 1, you have to go down the problem. Oh, there's number 1. Number 1 is C. Number 2 is B. Number 3 is D. Number 4 is, and so on. Okay, so just so you know, at the end of each section, there are the answers. So if you're trying some of these on your own, you can check them. If you're getting them right, then good, you'll be ready for a test. If not, that's when you use class time to ask me for some help. Okay? So again, then we would take a test on that, on those topics, and then move on to the next grouping. Okay? Again, we probably won't get through all the problems, okay, in the packet, but we'll just work our way through. Again, I did mention in the other video that you can take pre-tests, but your pre-test, you won't have any notes done for you yet. It'll be before we've done any notes. You'll have a day to do it, or less than a day, but about a day. And you can look up on YouTube or things like that on the internet how to do the problems, but you won't have notes through a video yet. Then we will do the notes, and then I will set up a day when I send out the tests, and then we'll take the test that day, and then we'll move on to the next group of objectives the next day. So that will be what's in your folder. Be looking for an assignment to take a short quiz on this video on what's expected and what's in your folder. If you have any questions, let me know.